drinks and noticed something on the table. But I swear I didn't do it. You've got to believe me.
Everyone, don't worry. I've spoken to an Archeum soldier. They won't hurt us.
Can we really trust them?
I'm scared.
I think someone's coming.
Pardon? You also saw a ghost? Shh! The whole neighborhood can hear you! Okay, you look like you're traveling through these parts. I have a proposition for you. I've managed to calm everyone down by saying it's all a rumor. What would happen if I revealed there really was a ghost? Why don't you stay in the room until the rumors die down? I won't charge you anything until then. Oh, come on. Don't be such a coward. Okay, then you can stay in the next room. But you better not say anything about the ghosts. Deal? Okay. There's no ghost. That's just a rumor started by our competitors. No ghost? That's just a rumor started by our competitors. There's no ghost. That's just a rumor. There's no ghost. That's just a rumor started by our competitors. no ghost. That's just a rumor started by our competitors.
Soyamu, Siu Sumu, Samu Sum, Seum Shu, Sum, Shadow Cedar Sound, Shu, Shishu, Dashuya, Sum, Samu Shum Sum.
Children at all costs. I'm sorry, child. I'm sorry, child.
Children, this way!
Archean forces captured Martinet, the younger of two twin sisters. By keeping her hostage, they forced the shaman Adriana, who wielded the power of a star fragment, to call forth the rains. As the ritual began, rain cascaded from the sky, accompanied by crashes of thunder. But the Archean forces had altered the ritual. Their tampering caused a cursed rain to fall on Laslan. Wherever the rain fell, creatures transformed into violent monsters that attacked people and devastated the farmland. Adriana was shocked to witness what she had done. When the Archean forces turned on the sisters, meaning to kill them now that they had served their purpose. The awe-inspiring power of the star fragment that lay dormant within Adriana flooded out, and their enemies were annihilated in an instant. In the aftermath, Adriana was beset by unspeakable disfigurations, swallowed by guilt over her role in causing the cursed rain. Hamel, the sacred deer of the Black Owl Plains, met his demise. And his death heralded Iskael's return. Those who fled from the wolves found themselves isolated in the Abbey. Iskael, with the power of the star fragment and backed by a pack of ravenous wolves, set upon them. While the people cowered in terror, Henry rose to the occasion. He had always admired Hamel's courage, and he took heart from it now, urging the others to escape. As Henry desperately battled against the wolves, Iskael rushed towards him. Henry knew of Iskael's weak point. Hamel had come to him in a dream, showing him what he needed to know, and so Henry hurled his torch at the bottles of lamp oil in the storeroom. The oil ignited instantly, and with each fiery explosion, the very ground beneath their feet trembled. Henry was caught in the flames, along with Iskael. All that remained when the others returned to the Abbey were the bones and ashes of Henry and the wolves. Now the people of Castleton hold a wolf hunting contest every year to honor the courage and sacrifice of the young hero. Ten years ago, craftsmen in the employ of the Archean Legion secretly visited the resistance soldiers at the observatory, offering a huge reward for aid in stealing gems from the goblins. The soldiers, who were suffering through a famine, were overwhelmed with temptation. All but 3 of them left the camp. While the guards were away, the waiting Archean battle platoon readied for the attack. Watch Captain Henson understood the situation all too well. He told the 3 remaining guards to flee, and one of them, Ruffalo, escaped into the woods with his head hung low. Battling against an endless sea of enemies, the 2 remaining guards died horrible deaths. Henson, who lost an eye, rose again each time he fell, sword held high. Just as Henson, gravely wounded, neared his own death, Ruffalo returned. He had not fled at all, but instead brought reinforcements who drove back the enemy forces. Although the bravery of Henson and his men saved many lives, he blamed himself for the death of the soldiers and resigned as watch captain. 10 years later, he still quietly defends the front lines and is admired and respected by the local resistance forces. As Revolupius's army swept across Laslan, Sophia and Rutain, siblings whose parents had died in the war, fled for their lives and lost their way in the spider forest. Their childhood friend Rob searched for them, at last discovering them hanging in a spider web, deep in a cave. The three children struggled to undo the webs, but in the end, they were all captured by the owner of the cave, Mordecai, who meant to feed them to his spiders. At the very moment they thought it was all over, they heard the clash of weapons outside the cave. Rutain's hero, Captain Da Vinci, had been tracking Mordecai when he found the trail left by the children. Backed by resistance soldiers, he rushed to the rescue. The hand that reached out to them in that time of despair planted dreams of heroism in the children's minds, and they resolved to become just like Da Vinci, aiding those in need. 10 years later, the strong and ambitious warrior Sophia, the charming and agile hunter Robert, and the gentle and kind wizard Rutain became known as the terrific trio of the Resistance. While being bitten by a vampire, Ezekiel was saved by Scala, the monster hunter. Despite now becoming a half-vampire, Scala trained him to become a vampire hunter. Scala would later be killed by Baron Leonardus, a powerful vampire lord. Ezekiel vowed to avenge her. Over the course of decades, Ezekiel became a legendary vampire slayer. He found Leonardus and began a fight to the death. But Leonardus was too strong. At death's door, Ezekiel used the last of his strength to draw a magic circle with blood and placed a guardian's pledge in its center. With his soul now infused in the pledge, Ezekiel became a guardian, protecting others from vampires. Vernon, the Lord of Stoneguard, who colluded with Archeum, exploited the inhabitants and ruled over them with an iron fist. The Resistance raided and seized the Vernon Archeum's army's cargo and distributed it among the people. One day, an extraordinary girl and 2 dwarves came to visit Vernon. The girl said that if she received funding, she would use it to find a legendary stone called the Heart of the Ancient Golem, build a giant golem, and subdue the Resistance. Though originally filled with doubt, Vernon ended up giving her a substantial sum after watching her golem's performance. The girl's company unraveled the secret of the monolithic boulder. Along the way, a rock struck Henderson and rendered him unconscious. Although they were chased by Chernobog and braved many perilous adventures, in the end, they acquired the stone. After completing the giant golem, the girl made Vernon dance in a huge chest and chant a spell, explaining that it was a ritual that would bind him to the golem, making him its owner. Vernon emerged from the chest, and the giant golem broke down the gate. All at once, the Resistance flooded in and captured the castle. The girl was revealed to be Sienna Parsons, a Resistance member and genius engineer. Even now, when you visit the Enter village, you can still hear tales of her adventures sung by Sienna's comrade-in-arms, Henderson Harmon. Queen Belandia, the invincible, the all-consuming. No one had ever even so much as scratched the fearsome beast. Enter the Order of the Swan, a small-time guild, hired by the Resistance to help gather sandworm poison sacs. While the Resistance soldiers were mopping up the sandworms, they were suddenly dragged into the sand beneath their feet. One of the swans, Rowan, fell into the vortex. All at once, Queen Belandia reared up, writhing in pain. Rowan had morphed into a violet phoenix and burst free from Queen Belandia's carapace, freeing everyone trapped inside. To this day, the mere sight of a human touched with malvescence is enough to violently enrage the mighty beast. One stormy night, 6 Shadowmancers gathered atop a tower. Envious of Junobote's demonic covenant, they summoned their own demon. Resiath offered sweet words and whispered promises. They killed each other to win her favor. In the end, the last Shadowmancer standing became a monster, unable to control her power. This attracted the attention of Havrez. As holder of Junobote's covenant, he attacked Resiath to ensure control of all the star fragments in the mortal realm. Severely wounded, Havrez fled, disguising himself as a human. Resiath then proceeded with her master plan. To resurrect the demon goddess Siliveth, now possessing the body of Venelux wizard Alea, Resiath has begun the hunt for star fragments. The Phonos, a warrior clan, and the Kaltaran, a hunter clan, both followed the same chieftain. However, when Shaman Akidu became the chieftain due to his remarkable talent with dark magic, some orcs protested, claiming he succeeded in the election ritual by using unfair tactics. Akidu responded by creating his own clan, by transforming his own kind into vicious shadow orcs, but couldn't expand his power due to the limits of dark magic.